Hello and welcome to the Gadgets and Gizmos show on Headlines Today. I'm Siddharth Sharma, and over the next half an hour, we've lined up a power-packed show for all you guys out there. Wondering what's up our sleeves? Take a look at the lineup. It's a blockbuster festive season for technology lovers. Loads of new launches. There's also a budget Chinese smartphone in the market making waves. And Sony has a camera that might be just the right one for you. Alright then, that was the lineup on the show. Now, each year, the festive season in India is a big ticket earning period for movies. And this time around, it was more of a big ticket festive season for geeks. It rained iPhones, iPads, phablets this time around. Let's take a look at the roundup.
I'm feeling alright, 'cause it's a nonsense-ky night. I'm feeling alright, 'cause it's a nonsense-ky night.
Mission Happy New Year.
The festivities are on, and like Bollywood, which comes out with blockbuster releases during the festive holiday season, now tech companies are also following suit. Blockbuster smartphones and tablets were launched, and they promise to deliver a smile on your face. Let's take a look at what's hot. First to be launched was the Google Nexus 6. Developed by Motorola this time around, the device enters a different category altogether, the phablet category that is. With a 5.96-inch display, the Nexus 6 is much bigger than the Nexus 5. Nexus 6 isn't just a monster when it comes to size. Under the hood, the device is equally as impressive. The Nexus 6 has skipped 2 generations of processors compared with the Nexus 5 and includes the Qualcomm Snapdragon 805 processor, which is not only faster with its 2.7 GHz quad-core, but is much better on extended battery life. Rather than the 8-megapixel camera found on the Nexus 5, the Nexus 6 includes a 13-megapixel shooter on the rear with an f2.0 aperture. The camera also supports 4K video. Not only is the battery high capacity on the Nexus 6 jumping from 2300 mAh to 3220 mAh, but also both Nexus 6 and Nexus 5 users will now enjoy the benefits of Project Volta, which is Google's focus on boosting battery life on Android. That has been included on the Android 5.0 Lollipop. Nexus 6 is expected to release by the end of this year in India. Next smartphone that came to India after its much-hyped IFA 2014 launch was the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. The latest generation of Samsung Galaxy Note series features a 5.6-inch Super AMOLED Quad HD display, a 2.7 GHz quad-core processor backed by 3 GB of RAM. It sports a 16-megapixel autofocus rear camera with smart optical image stabilization and a 3.7-megapixel front-facing camera with f1.9 aperture. Onboard storage is 32 GB and it includes a 3220 mAh battery. The catch? Well, the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 is priced at Rs 58,300, which is by far stretching it a bit too much, but nonetheless an exciting option for all the Note lovers. Finally, the wait was over. The new iPhones are here in India. Meet the shiny new toys for all the geeks and of course Apple fanboys and girls. Apple announced the phones earlier in September this year and now they hit the Indian shores with a bang. Both the phones landed in India and people just went crazy for them. iPhone 6 sports a now bigger and better 4.7-inch display and is just 6.8mm thin. The iPhone 6 will also include the new Apple chipset, the A8, which according to Apple is 25% faster than the A7 and delivers a 50% boost in graphics performance. The new iPhone 6 camera is still 8 megapixels, but there are a bunch of upgrades throughout. The iPhone 6 Plus, on the other hand, breaks the clutter with a huge phablet form factor and a 5.5-inch display. iPhone 6 Plus is also thin at 7.1mm. Rest will remain similar to what the iPhone 6 is offering. Both the new iPhones will run on the latest iOS 8 by Apple. So how much do they cost? The iPhone 6 is available at a price tag of Rs 53,500 for the 16GB, Rs 62,500 for the 64GB, and Rs 71,500 for the 128GB variant. While the iPhone 6 Plus will dig even a deeper hole in your pocket at Rs 62,500 for 16GB version, Rs 71,500 for the 64GB one, and Rs 80,500 for the 128GB variant. And both the phones just look beautiful. Smartphones were not the only things that were launched, but also shiny new tablets were announced. Apple came out with the next generation of iPad and iPad mini. Available in silver, space grey and new gold color variant, the iPad Air 2 and the iPad mini 3 offer Touch ID so users can unlock their iPad with their fingerprint. iPad Air 2 weighs 437 grams and is powered by the new Apple-designed A8X chipset, which delivers 40% improvement in CPU performance and 2.5 times the graphics performance of the iPad Air, and still delivers up to 10 hours of battery life. iPad Air 2 also comes with an improved 8-megapixel camera. iPad Air 2 with Wi-Fi model will be available at Rs 35,900 for the 16GB model, Rs 42,900 for the 64GB model, and Rs 49,900 for the 128GB variant. The iPad Air 2 with Wi-Fi and cellular model will be available at Rs 45,900 for the 16GB variant, Rs 52,900 for the 64GB model, and Rs 59,900 for the 128GB one. iPad mini 3 on the other hand will cost less, and the Wi-Fi models start at Rs 28,900 for the 16GB variant, Rs 35,900 for the 64GB one, and Rs 42,900 for the 128GB model. iPad mini 3 with Wi-Fi and cellular model will be available at Rs 38,900 for the 16GB one, Rs 45,900 for the 64GB model, and Rs 52,900 for the 128GB variant. With the prices announced and no release date yet, the new iPads are sure to land in India soon. Besides the refreshed iPads, Apple also unveiled an updated 27-inch screen for the iMac, now boasting a 5mm thin Retina 5K display. Last but not the least, Google announced the Nexus 9 tablet, and this one is made by HTC. Google's latest Nexus tablet features a 8.9-inch IPS display with 4:3 aspect ratio. The Nexus 9 features a 2048 by 1536 pixel of resolution that places it at par with the Apple iPad Air. The Nexus 9 will be the first tablet to run Android 5.0 Lollipop, Google's latest iteration of the Android OS. Google and HTC have powered the Nexus 9 with the NVIDIA Tegra K1 processor. This is a 64-bit dual-core CPU. It also includes 2GB of RAM. In the camera department, HTC has managed to integrate its device with an 8-megapixel rear snapper with f2.4 aperture, LED flash and autofocus. It also gets a front-facing 1.6-megapixel camera with f2.4 aperture. The Nexus 9 will be coming with an optional keyboard folio and will be available in 16GB, 32GB and 32GB LTE version storage options. With a starting price of $399 for the 16GB Wi-Fi model, $489 for the 32GB model and $569 for the 32GB LTE version. Now, everyone likes to capture images on a camera during a festive season, right? But not everyone is comfortable with a DSLR camera. So what are your options? A point-and-shoot camera or a micro four thirds lens camera? Well, Sahil Gupta, assistant editor of ITGT, has got with him a Sony micro four thirds camera that might be the one for you. Next up, his review.
Oops. Sorry, I was busy adjusting focus for the image I was trying to click. This is the Sony Alpha 5100. not yet released in India, but this is arguably the thinnest micro four thirds camera in the world. Slimmest, smallest, whatever you want to call it. What it means is that I can remove this lens and install different lenses, maybe a prime lens, maybe a macro lens. Sony has got a great ecosystem of micro four thirds lenses. It has the best one out there. So I can install any E-mount lens on this, which makes this a really adaptive camera, a really versatile camera. On the back, this has the screen, touch screen, but the cool bit about this is that I can rotate it to 180 degrees and take a selfie. See? There I am. This camera packs a 24.2 megapixel APS-C sensor, so which means it's a really big sensor and it can capture a lot of light. And it's a really fast camera. Its image quality is superb. I can shoot around 400 images on a single charge, which is decent. It's not best in class, but it's quite good. The one thing I miss about this camera is an electronic or an analog viewfinder. You're totally dependent on the screen for taking images, but the screen is pretty crisp and it's very good. The great thing is the build quality of this camera is really sturdy. It has got this rubberized grip and I really feel like I'm holding something substantial, and it's very easy to click. I can take photos like this. It's really portable. It's a really impressive camera. Unfortunately, it hasn't been released in India yet, but we expect it to be released later this year, and it's going to be a great option if someone is looking for a micro four thirds camera. In fact, if someone is really looking for a premium compact camera, this is the one that we will recommend.
And with that, it's time for us to take a very small break on the show, but you guys don't go anywhere because there's a lot more technology action coming your way on the other side.